Hey everybody, it's Rick OShay playing MPQ Marvel Puzzle Quest. It is a big day. We have a brand new 5-star character released in the game, and it's none other than Mister Sinister. A lot of people have been asking for this character for a long time. Very big basically a well-known bad guy that's been missing from MPQ for a long time, and we finally have him. His ability set looks really pretty cool. We're going to cover his an overview, a quick view of his abilities and how his powers work together, and go over that a little bit. We'll jump into that in a little bit. Definitely looking forward to giving at least a first impression overview of him. Hopefully we'll get some time for some PvP in identity theft with Mystique, and we're gonna do the Crash of the Titans. Been waiting for a while to take this one on against Karolina Dean. We are gonna take her on with Emma Frost. So this should be a pretty big challenge. I mentioned this would be coming up soon. Let's start here. We're gonna win this hopefully within 33 minutes or something it's going to take to win this battle, and then we'll do our tokens and then get into the other stuff. So let's jump into it and talk about what we should be doing with Emma Frost against Karolina to try to win this match. Okay, so what we are going to try to do for sure is we each have a yellow ability, and let's double check. Her blue is probably going to be a pretty big deal with going airborne. So Karolina's yellow places projectiles. Blue will send her airborne, and when she lands, she will convert those projectiles to strike tiles. I don't think that's going to get too strong against us in this match. And then her green is a team damage ability, which actually supplies healing for her team. So Emma is going to be all about, there's a good move here, but there's a match 4 in red. I think I'm going to leave it for her. So let's go ahead and get rolling here. We want to get Emma's black and yellow primarily. Those are going to be the biggest helpers in this match, I believe, and I'll cover why in a second. Purple's going to be actually pretty decent as well as far as helping, but not as important as the other two. So if we keep Karolina away from yellow, I think that'll help a lot, because if she gets projectiles going, and Emma Frost only really has 2 ways to deal damage. I don't want to get that red match. It's going to give her a chance to take purple away or mess it. No, we'll go for it. All right, I will take this purple. It's going to give her a nice yellow match. Alright, we'll let it happen. And green. Darn, I should have seen that a little bit better. I don't want her to get a lot of green for the team damage. Neither of these two are really going to be your main damage dealers on a normal team, so it's kind of unique that they're set against each other here. Let's get more black. Emma's abilities are a little on the expensive side. Take that green away from her. What we're trying to do now is we got to get some yellow. Yellow's the way I like to start things off with Emma, because it's a repeater tile that places strike tiles on the board. It's a 2-turn repeater. Ugh, I gave her that yellow shot right there. And what's interesting about it is it also increases the strength of strike tiles that are on the board when it places new ones. So I think if we protect that repeater tile, the strike tiles are going to get a little bit strong, not tremendously, but there she goes airborne. So now we have to watch out. We have our black ready to play. That's great, but we just have to concentrate more on somehow getting yellow matches that we don't lose. Rising Sun converting. Nope, she's still airborne for another turn. Here we go. So, of course, we can't do any damage while she's airborne. That's kind of a little bit of a pain. But it's, oh man, another yellow for her. Not that big a deal. We're doing all right about removing projectiles And the protects are going to be taken care of really well. I really think that Emma's purple ability is a pretty clever design. I would have made a little more of a damage component to it or something like that as well. Here's our team damage. Yeah, not a big deal. So she'll probably go for this green, which will give us a match 4 in yellow. Finally, that will work. Potentially. We'll see here. Very nice. Okay. Finally, we get our abilities ready to play. And she's got a lot of AP as well. Here's what I want to do. Oh, there's a yellow match. We better take it. She's not going to go airborne yet. We'll better take this one. Shoot, now she's going to go airborne. We got a lucky blue match. The reason I want to get all of Emma's abilities ready to play is because we'll go for Labor for Learning. Still a trouble spot there with the other yellows. We'll also play Psychic Meddling and see how they're repeater tiles, but they're not fortified. That's what the big deal is with Girl's Best Friend. She will convert to Diamond Skin form and do a whole bunch more percentage on her match damage, but the big thing is those two repeater tiles get fortified, making it much more likely they'll be able to stay on the board. Let's go with this match. I want to drop those yellows as far away from each other as possible. There we go. Match damage is going to start adding up. If she wasn't airborne, it would be adding up. But look at the protect tiles with Psychic Meddling. Takes them away, and it actually removes them the tile from the board. It doesn't just take the protect away from it. So there's a chance for extra matches when those tiles are removed. Here's one other thing that I would have designed differently about Emma Frost. While she's in diamond form, you can't fire any more abilities. I really think that we should be able to play her repeaters again while in diamond form, because having 2 of those yellow repeaters would be really pretty decent. Okay, more Rising Sun and strengthen a strike tile, remove special tiles. Not too bad. We're only up to 441 in strikes. So if we can get things, look at this black match. How much match damage is that going to do? Pretty good amount of match damage. That's what we want. So now we'll take, you know what? We're going to go ahead and take this purple with the repeater. This thing is almost over. And we get the win because of the extra match damage on top of those strike tiles. Okay, so it took less than the 30-some minutes I was afraid it would take to win. But we had a good plan. It took a while. And if you're patient, you get the AP, and Emma can win. All right, let's go on. Should we do our tokens now and then get into some versus action? Let's do our tokens, and then when we're done with that, we'll come back and talk a little bit about Mister Sinister's ability set. We'll do that after our tokens. So got a couple leftovers here from Cosmic Chaos. Just a couple of 2 stars. We have a whole bunch of heroics to. I got some action in the lightning rounds, and they went pretty well when I was able to get in them. And if you haven't played lightning rounds yet or tried them, let me know what you think about them. If they're too hard, if PvP in general is too hard, or if you want to watch my previous video that has some lightning round strategy in it, check that out, and then get into it. Let me know. Webbed Wonder, we got a bunch of tokens here. Let's go for those reasonable, good set of 4 stars in here. Starting off with a 3-star Beast. Getting a lot of Black Widow. I know she's the featured character, so there's a lot of Black Widow in this vault. Psylocke. Scroll down here, you see the 2 stars. There's a whole stack of Black Widow there. Star-Lord, good. And we'll do the one-time discounted draw for a 2-star. Nothing on the first front panel, so maybe we'll run a little bit better in other areas of the tokens. Let's finish off the last few tokens from the Deadpool event. And I need to watch Captain Marvel. She's getting up there in shards. I want to stop at right close to 300. As soon as we cross 300, I'll take her off as a targeted hero. Oh, wrong button. Up to 71 latest legends now with that Crash of the Titans win. We're looking for more mighty tokens soon. 13 elites. Hopefully that's 3 or more gold level results. There's the first one with Panther. Oof, 1 4-star, and she made it. All right, so we got Carol up to 303, just perfect. A little bit of extra shards, not a big deal. I want to take her off as my target hero, so let's do that right here. And she's a duplicate that we can champion soon. And to the heroics, we've got 34 heroic tokens and a 10-pack. I think we'll leave it 10-pack again for later, but 34. Odds are we might get a couple of 4-stars here. Let's see. Starting off with gold Scarlet Witch. And another 3-star Carol. Hilarious. Doing good with Daredevil. And the 4-star of the run so far is Totally Awesome Hulk. Nice hit, and that happened pretty early, so there's a good chance we can get another 4-star here, guys. Keep the viewer luck rolling hot. Been doing good over the last couple of videos. Usually I have 1 3-star set as my bonus hero. There's Patch Wolverine. Right now I have 3. Had 4 for a little bit. Didn't matter too much who needed to be a priority, so I just picked a few. And then I'll just drop them off as they get to a good level. More gold with Hulk. Need a fast pick button with the heroics, but they can't build it in since there's already 3 token options. There's no room for a multi-pick. More gold is 3-star Star-Lord. Can we get another 4 in the last 10 tokens? Then we'll get into leveling our characters, 3-star Beast, and then take a quick look at Mister Sinister's ability set. And we got the 4-star. Way to go, guys. Viewer luck wins again. 3, 2, 1. And it is Ronin Hawkeye. Feels like it's been a while since I got a level on him. Fantastic. Thought we might get 2, and we did. Then the discount draw is just a 2-star. We are done with the token pulls. Looking forward to Mister Sinister rotating into latest legends. It's going to be well over 2 weeks yet before he comes in. Probably 2.5 or so weeks until he rotates into latest legends, which means that, Professor X will be moving from latest Legends into Classics when that happens. So if you need to draw for Professor X, you've got a little over 2 weeks to do that. So Beta Ray Bill and Carnage will stay in with Mister Sinister. Let's level our characters up here and go for it. Whoops, wrong buttons. Got a mighty token in there real quickly. That's good to see. And then other character shards. Black Widow gets a mighty token. If we get one more, we can draw mighties next video. Alright, 3 stars. Did pretty well on the 3 stars today. Star-Lord has a legendary coming up next. Mighty token from Patch Wolverine, very cool. And a shard level to go to 208. Command points from Psylocke. Bunch of Mystique in a row. 200 Iceman shards. That's probably going to be pretty good for, and maybe a level on him. We'll see in a little bit. On to the, let's see, let's check out our shard characters. Looks like we do have a few to work on. That's great. Ragnarok's got one. Let's level him up. Bunch of command points at level 247. Iceman did gain a level from Mystique. He goes from 352 up 1 for 5,000 ISO. Next reward is command points. That's great. And we got a level on Shuri, just barely. She goes up for 8 command points to level 354. Okoye 100 shards next. That'll be great. And on to, we'll do the 4 stars in this area. It's a little bit easier this way. All right, Ronin Hawkeye takes a level, 293. Other characters are catching up past him that were those new releases. TA Hulk has banner shards coming up next, and if you can't quite see it, he's got 33,500 health. Awesome. Got the Howard the Duck cover from the Webbed Wonder event. Did you guys make it through the full progression, or to at least to beat that wave node? You got to try that even if you don't do the whole event, and try to win yourself a Howard. He takes a level. Jubilee. 317. Got shards for Phoenix coming up. Let's go down to 4-star Jean Grey, who doesn't feed shards for Phoenix, surprisingly. And look at all this Wolfsbane. Got our PvE rewards in. And after hero points at level 280 is a legendary. Very nice. And that's it for the 4 stars. Cool. Good levels, good rewards. Let's get into, I think we'll go here to look at Mister Sinister. I'm not a real pro on what his abilities are or will be yet once he's in the game, but I have done a little bit of overview to understand how they work, I think, for the most part. So take this with a grain of salt, but this is what I think about his abilities. So original Sinister, this one looks pretty cool to me. I like it. all three of his abilities have something to do with trap tiles, and so I like the trap tile use as opposed to like creating a countdown for an effect, because traps are, they're easy to be removed from the board, but no different than a countdown. But CDs trigger a lot of enemies where traps won't. So that's one benefit here. So in this ability is a passive. If you have 2 or more black AP and you would take a certain amount of damage, he will deflect that damage, reduce the AP, and then in doing so, place 2 traps on the board. Don't mistake this to think they're going to be black tile traps. They are going to be random color traps, is the way I understand it. So that's kind of neat. And then the trap tiles will deal damage if matched by us or the other team. So not only is he going to deflect damage coming your way, but then it could be dealt back to the enemy on your next match or whoever matches the trap tiles. So I kind of like that original Sinister ability, and it is a passive. So you have to think about it though. If you play a character on the team that has a good black ability and you want to build up AP, if your team takes damage, it's going to spend your black, and it's going to be hard to build up for someone else. Okay, so just be ready for that. Plan Sinister to be your black user, I guess, is the way to do it. Sinister Secrets is also a passive ability. In purple, if the enemy team fires a power, he creates 3 trap tiles. And then when either team makes a match that happens to have a Sinister Secrets trap tile in it, not the other ones, but these traps are coded to this ability. So if either team makes a match, if they have 3 or more AP in that color, we'll steal 3 AP. And if they don't have, whatever level it is, but if they don't have the AP, it will just destroy it out from them. So this is going to be pretty good since it happens for free if they fire power. And not a passive ability. If they fire an active ability against you, then you'll create these traps. I'm hoping that this becomes something pretty big on the board, but I do spend a lot of time hoping and trying to make the other team not play abilities, because I'm gathering those colors away from them. So if you're doing good at keeping AP away from the enemy, they're not going to be firing a lot of powers and not creating a lot of these traps. So we'll see how this ability works in PvE against enemies that spawn countdowns all the time, those goons and stuff. This thing will go nuts. So we'll see. There's no damage component to these specific traps, only the others. And now let's look at Behold. This one is going to be quite good, I think, in most situations. It's only 8 AP. Blue creates 3 trap tiles that deal damage for each trap on the board. So that's of any sort of trap tile. Spawned from his other passive abilities, adding to these is going to be a pretty big deal. And they can be triggered by our team or the other. Whoever makes a match with a Behold trap in it is going to deal cumulative damage up to 8 for the damage that's listed here, 844 or more. That could be really pretty cool, because you play it, you see where the traps are. Hopefully you can match that, match a Behold trap right away and deal big time damage. And what I'm hoping for, I've placed this question on the forums, is you're placing 3 Behold traps. Does that mean if you match one, you get the up to 8 times damage, and then you can still go for the other 2 Behold traps and do that damage once again? That could be huge. Now, if you match one Behold trap and then the others are taken off the board because you matched one, and only the other 2 trap styles remain, that wouldn't be as great. So I'm hoping that the Behold traps kind of operate independently, kind of like Black Cat traps and Mysterio traps do. That is different than Nick Fury, where if the enemy matches his traps, they all go away, and a couple others have that set up as well. So we'll see. He looks pretty cool to me. I love the art. The art is great, and I think he has the potential to do a lot of different ways to deal damage. What I'm worried about is he doesn't have a single ability that fires direct damage for a known amount of damage to an enemy. So if they've got 12,000 health remaining, you don't have a certain way to take that guy out. You'd have to work him down with the trap damage. Now, if you make a big behold match, and at champion levels, that can do well over 24,000 in one shot when he's a champ. So I think he looks pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think about Mr. Sinister down in the comments, and let's get into a little bit of PvP action with Mystique. So we'll find a quick couple of teams here. This might be interesting. And so she's got a good stun, and I definitely like her Master Stroke, big time damage on her black ability. And we played a couple of 4 stars in the last video. Let's see who we compare her with this time. Lockjaw isn't going to be too entirely exciting. Let's go. Well, we played Nightcrawler last time. Let's see if we can get some more use out of Deadpool. He's got a really good purple. Anyway, we'll use Mystique's. So she'll be purple and black, maybe blue. He's got a good red, and so we could use a yellow and green user on the team. Let's go to, maybe what we'll do is play another X-Men related character to work with Deadpool. We'll see if we can get Cable to do some good here. Boost some AP. Now, I definitely like Deadpool's purple, but I think the stun is going to be really important, especially if we're against Doctor Strange. All right, match 4 in yellow, probably the guaranteed way to start this one. So what do we want to do here? Well, Doctor Strange is very tough. I think we want to try to get our purple built up fast so we can stun him, and then that way we can play our abilities without getting shot from Flames of the Faltine. Yellow or blue? Probably blue. If we get enough blue from Cable, he can also play a countdown that will be a stun if we have green matches ready to go. We'll probably try to do that. So far, we're doing pretty good about avoiding Jessica's trap tiles. Usually I get hit by one, it seems like every other turn. The trap tile lined up there. They didn't take it. Lucky me. And I think we're going to... Enemy team has no reason to match green. We're going to need to match red so that we avoid a trap tile match. So I'm thinking about what to do next. We set up a green match. Yeah, let's do this first. Oh, look at that. Match 4 with a trap tile in it. At least Deadpool can heal if we run well in red. So, alright, is now the time? I think it is. Let's do this. We're going to stun Doctor Strange with Shapeshift. Oh, sorry, I didn't put my animations on, did I? I didn't have them on for Emma. Oh, that's too bad. So we've stunned Doctor Strange. That will allow us to play our other abilities. That's good. We'll go with Cable's Cyborg Strategist. You pick a tile on the board, and it will become a blue countdown. So you can put it on, for example, that red tile. That's a bad spot, Rick. That might be matched away. We'll see. That's not the one I'm going for, but what I want to do is stun Jessica. So we'll get a green match. And while that countdown's on the board, she will get stunned. Okay. Now we probably better keep working on Doctor Strange. I should save. I think I have a plan here. Hopefully a green will drop down right up there. Nope. Need to get in. Oh, they did match the trap. I just placed that in such a bad spot. And it's right before we could have got another green match. How unfortunate. Well, we'll take it here. Charge tiles build up quite a bit of AP. They are going to take that black match 4. There's also a match 4 in purple. I think I'll just do that one. Wow, we got a crazy lucky extra move, and that is so good. This is actually quite perfect, so let's do this. We have our green built up, ready to play. We're going to take out Doctor Strange in one shot. What I like about Plasma Barrage is it does over 22-some thousand damage, but Doctor Strange only has 3,600 health. So up and above that damage will be dealt to the other 2 enemies. That'll take Deadpool out in the background since that was a nice low level Deadpool. Okay, now there's another extra move on the board we definitely want to play. Our strike tiles before that so we get the extra damage. And here we go. Let's do the extra move this way. That way the blue tiles hit that critical for a bunch of damage. Look at that. Jessica is taken way down. And we can finish it with a master stroke for the win. Hey, that was pretty good and lucky team. Didn't get too much out of Deadpool there. If we would have been hit by a trap, if his friends are hit by a trap tile from Jessica and they take the damage, he would create a countdown that retaliates for a pretty good amount of damage back. We'll take one more battle here. Maybe we'll get more PvP in next time. Interesting team. Let's take it on. Man, let's see. I played Nightcrawler last time. Oh, you know what we were going to do? Man, no, I was going to level up a 4-star character, but not quite yet. I didn't have a good showing with Drax last time, did I? Really didn't. Let's do this. I want to do a little bit better with Drax, and we're going to bring him along with someone that might play pretty well. I have a question about if Carnage can play well with Drax because of the damage effect that Drax can do on with his black on enemy special tiles. Let's go for it. Okay. There's 2 different ways to do a match 4. I think we'll take the green. We have to be careful with Doom on the enemy team because if he gets a lot of black, that will be a huge damage. Green drops black. And every time we match black or yellow, he steals 1 AP of that color automatically. And that just means he builds up his powers more quickly. We can't stun Silver Surfer. That's just a passive ability he has, a nice benefit. So we'll try to build up our purple to stun Doom. Oh man, look at all this purple they're going to have here. Great. Now we have enough enemy special tiles on the board that we're earning a free turn, a free match every time. That's great. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and play Red Eye Monsters for random tile damage. Not a big deal there at all. I want to stun Doom. Purple looks pretty safe for the countdown tile out there. And let's keep working on Surfer until he's out. Green drops red. while Doom has 100% of his health, Drax will deal the bonus side of his damage for only 8 AP instead of doing 15,000. Normally it'll do 30,000 since he has over 90%. That is a nice, huge hit. Now he can heal, and well, here's a nice... I want to drop this blue. The white would land right there, but it would also take out our shapeshift tile. That's just bad luck. That shapeshift tile is great for stealing enemy AP, so we'll just do it this way. They match team up. We earn a team up for free. We're also getting a free turn a free match every turn, which also is more AP for free. All right, we have a lot of green built up again. I'm afraid to play it in case it destroys our shapeshift tile. No, it's probably okay. Let's go for it. I want to get Surfer a little further out. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now we can play Mystique's blue, and I think it's a little bit underrated. It adds a lot of purple and black to the board, so because of that, maybe we should try to get purple. You know what? Let's do that. Let's get purple to stun Doom quickly before we play it. Oh, he's up to 9 black, luckily, with our match. Oh, man. We got really lucky, though. They must be saving up black for Mystique to play hers. And so, for that reason, let's go ahead and shapeshift on Doom. We'll hit Mystique with a slice and dice. She has full health. All right. Infiltration. Give me a couple of good matches here. Nope. Go ahead and play the Destroyer. Yeah, probably. This is fine. This will deal a bunch of damage, 12,700, but also destroy the enemy special tiles and tiles around it. Oh, you know what? We better play. Let's play Blood Feud first, because this will hit Doom for the main damage plus side damage to Mystique. There we go. Yep, that's going to be perfect. We can take Doom out instead from the Destroyer. And I was thinking we'd have a strong enough match to take Mystique out. We got it. Hey, that team wasn't too bad, actually. Ran well and got the win. Much better run with Drax than last time. And that's going to do it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know who you want to see in PvP action, mainly in the Shield Sim, since that ends in about 3 days, and I have a score of less than 200. So definitely need to get some action in there. Who do you want to see? Put it in the comments below. 4-star or 5-star characters will do it. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit the MPQ icon on the left side of the screen to become a supporter of the channel, a subscriber, and have a good one. See you next time.